A very good morning, my dear children. It is the second video under the chapter Microbes in Human Welfare. In this chapter, I would like to discuss how microbes can be used for the treatment of sewage. Let's get started. First, the question comes, what is sewage? Do you know what is sewage? Sewage is the wastewater which contains organic wastes along with the microbes. These microbes may be pathogenic or it may be beneficial. Therefore, this sewage should not be directly released into the water bodies, or else it will become responsible for increasing the pollution level of the water bodies. So, before disposal, these wastewater should be treated properly. Where it is treated? Sewage treatment plant are used for the treatment of this wastewater to reduce the content of the organic material, and for this microbes are used. Different steps are there. Now we will discuss one by one. In this sewage treatment plant, different steps are followed to decrease the content of the organic material, right? Sewage treatment consists of two steps. First one is the primary treatment, second one is the secondary treatment. Primary treatment again consists of two steps. First one is the filtration, second one is the sedimentation. This filtration is responsible for the removal of the floating debris from the wastewater, and sedimentation is carried out to settle down small and large sized pebbles due to gravity. So first filtration, then the sedimentation. These two actually represents the physical removal of the floating debris and the soil and the small pebbles. So the solid that settles down constitute primary sludge, which is removed, and at the top of it the supernatant liquid which is present, that is the primary effluent. This primary effluent now transferred to the large aeration tank. For the secondary treatment, it is also known as biological treatment. Why? Because aerobic microbes are used for secondary treatment. In this large aeration tank, this wastewater is continuously mechanically agitated, and also air is pumped into it. Why? To accelerate the growth of the aerobic microbes. Actually, these aerobic microbes contain the fungi and the bacteria. These fungal filament and the bacteria, they form these net-like, these mesh-like structure. Okay, and for its growth, it utilizes the organic material which is present in this primary effluent, and the dissolved oxygen is utilized. Thus, for the growth of these flocks, BOD level of the large aeration tank gets reduced. Okay, now the question comes, what is BOD? Do you know what is BOD? The full form of BOD is biochemical oxygen demand. What does it refer? BOD refers to the rate of oxygen uptake by the microorganisms to oxidize organic materials present in 1 liter of wastewater. So, less BOD means less amount of oxygen is required. That means less amount of oxygen, organic material is present, so less polluting. Higher BOD means higher amount of oxygen is required for the decomposition of 1 liter of organic material present in the 1 liter of wastewater. So that means more oxygen is required, more organic material is present. Therefore, BOD can be used as the pollution indicator for the wastewater, right? Now, when after significant reduction of the BOD level, this effluent is allowed to settle down in the settling tank, right? the bacterial flocks, the mesh-like structure, along with that fungal filament, settle down to form the activated sludge. Small amount of activated sludge again moved back to the aeration tank for biological treatment or the secondary treatment. Thus, it acts as the secondary, it acts as the inoculum or the starter, and the 80 to 90% anaerobic sludge, activated sludge, then transferred into the anaerobic sludge digester to digest the activated sludge, bacterial flocks anaerobically. Okay, and due to this digestion, mixture of gases of methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide is produced. These are called biogas because it is the source of energy, it is inflammable, so it can be used as fuel. This slide represents the flow chart for the steps involved in the sewage treatment. First step is the primary treatment, second step is the secondary treatment or the biological treatment. First step consists of filtration, which helps in the removal of the floating debris, and the second stage of the primary treatment is the sedimentation, which allowed to settle down the primary sludge, the pebbles and the primary effluent, then transferred to the aeration tank for the secondary treatment, where that aerobic microbes are allowed to grow to form the flocks. Air is continuously pumped into it and it is continuously agitated. It accelerates the growth of the aerobic microbes. As a result, the organic material which is present in these effluent lowers down, thus the level of the BOD also lowers down, and then when there is a significant reduction in the BOD level, it is transferred to the secondary settling tank to settle down to form the activated sludge. This settle down part is called the activated sludge, and it is then small amount is returned back, moved back to the aeration tank for secondary treatment continuation, and the large part of this activated sludge then transferred to the anaerobic sludge digester for digestion of these activated sludge in an anaerobic condition. Okay, and here mixture of biogases like carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, methane are produced, which is a source of energy and it can be used as biogas. Therefore, after these anaerobic sludge digester, from there this activated sludge now can be released into the river or the stream, because now the pollution level has become highly reduced. Okay, so these are the steps which are involved in the sewage treatment, which should be followed before disposing the sewage into the water bodies. Every day there is an increase in the sewage due to increased urbanization, but at the same rate sewage treatment plants are not produced. Therefore, sometimes this sewage without treatment disposed directly into the water bodies, which is really harmful. Therefore, government, the Ministry of Environment and Forest has taken an initiative to save the water bodies from the pollution. They have taken Ganga Action Plan and Jamuna Action Plan. Under this plan, it is proposed to develop many more sewage treatment plants so that the sewage can be treated before releasing into the water bodies. This brings me to the end of this video. In my next video, I will discuss how the microbes can be used for the production of biogas. I hope what I have discussed now is clear to all of you. Till then, from my side, goodbye.